video I'm going to show you how to make interactive notes for the animal cell. Right, I'm starting with the animal cell. For the animal cell, first I am drawing the cell membrane. Right, make the corners a little rounded. After making the corners a little rounded, join them. Just we are making a shape for the cell membrane right now. Right, so once the cell membrane is done, right, so once the cell membrane is done, now we'll proceed with the nucleus. For the nucleus, I'm taking the center, right, almost spherical shaped nucleus I have drawn, and in the nucleus we are aware that it will be having a it will be having a nucleolus. So we'll draw the nucleolus here. Don't worry about the sketch marks behind the paper because we are going to cut it out. After drawing the nucleolus, I'm drawing the chromatin network. So chromatin network is a just like a network of threads inside the nucleoplasm. Now we'll draw the nucleoplasm. For the nucleoplasm, I'm preferring a little darker blue color pencil, right, like this. So the nucleus, the nucleolus and the chromatin network is done right now. So we have also learned that the nucleus is covered by a double membranous structure and it is having pores. So we'll go with this diagram here. So here is your nucleus complete, right? So next we'll go with the endoplasmic reticulum, which is attached to the nucleus. For the endoplasmic reticulum, I'll take a brighter color like pink and I'll attach it like this. Make sure that you're doing it big enough because we are going to write in it. And actually, in case of the endoplasmic reticulum, you can draw it in a different manner, but as we are watching it from the top view, you can also use this part, right? So in order to cut it, we'll use this big one. For the other decorative purpose, we'll keep the small endoplasmic reticulum. And we all know that the endoplasmic reticulum is studded with ribosomes, right? So for the ribosomes, use some bright color like green. We'll stud it with ribosomes like this, right? So now this is endoplasmic reticulum, which is continuous with the nuclear membrane and nuclear envelope, and now it is also studded with ribosomes, right? Next coming to the smooth endoplasmic reticulum. Smooth endoplasmic reticulum can be drawn within the cytoplasm itself. For the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, I can draw like this. It's just drawing a W's, right? Think that you're drawing some W-like structures, right? Right. For the smooth endoplasmic reticulum, we are drawing the W-shaped structures like this. The endoplasmic reticulum is devoid of ribosomes, so you can leave it like this. And right. So I'm sorry. So coming to the next part, we'll talk about the Golgi bodies. For the Golgi bodies, I'm drawing the structures right here. Right. For the Golgi bodies, draw parallel flat discs like this, right? Draw it in a little bigger manner because you're going to cut it, and right, and see, you will be having the vesicles here, so they'll be coming from the endoplasmic reticulum like this, right? From here, after getting packed, they'll leave the Golgi bodies like this, right? So this is the Golgi bodies that you're having. Later we'll discuss about ribosomes. We have discussed about ribosomes in the class. So for the ribosomes, I have told you that see, we have already used the green color for marking for ribosome. So I have already told you that ribosomes also exist as groups which are known as polysomes. So at one corner of the cell you can represent the polysomes. But see, for example, you need to know about ribosome. So for that purpose, an individual ribosome you can represent it like this. So which is having a larger and a smaller unit, and it is translating the mRNA, right? So you can write like this, so that you can cut this part and you can write its information backside, right? So this is regarding the ribosome. So we have completed nucleus, rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum, ribosome, Golgi bodies, and now the powerhouse of the cell, coming to our mighty mitochondria, right? So the mitochondria is like this, right? We all know that the outer membrane is smooth enough, and coming to the inner membrane, we also know that the inner membrane is folded, and these folds are called cristae, right? The folds are called cristae, right? Generally, cristae just increases the surface area, and it helps in the production of more ATP, right? So what we'll see in case of mitochondria, we see some DNA, right? We see some DNA, we see some ribosomes, and we also see some complexes which help in the release of ATP, right? So you can draw like this. So this is mitochondria, and you can draw some other mitochondria in the cytoplasm, just enough to show that there is not only one mitochondria, there are several mitochondria in a cell, and the shape varies depending upon the type of cell, right? So like this, you have drawn the mitochondria somewhere else too. Now, as it is an animal cell, you will be having the lysosomes, which are fluid filled bag like structures. So this is where I am drawing the lysosome, big enough to be cut. So lysosome is filled with fluid digestive enzymes, right? So the lysosome is filled with digestive enzymes, and it is capable of digesting even the other cell organelles. Hence it is known as the suicidal bags of the cell. It is covered by a single membrane, right? So I represented lysosome here. I will also represent some more lysosomes here and there, right? So yes, I'm filling with the digestive enzymes. Now lysosome part is done. So after this, we'll also draw the vacuole. So although vacuoles are absent in an animal cell, there might be small vacuoles present in cells like amoeba. So for representing the vacuoles, I'll choose a lighter green color, right? So for the vacuole, I'll draw it in a shape so that you can recognize. I'm drawing it a little bigger because you have to mention it in your notes, right? So like this. Actually vacuoles are absent, but though if at all they're present, they'll be small. After vacuoles, right, plastids are not present anyhow. We'll draw about the cytoskeleton. Before talking about the cytoskeleton, let's just draw the centrosome, right? So for centrosome, I'll use a different color. Let's use black. Centrosomes are not actually bounded by any membrane, so I'll just represent like this. So in centrosome, there will be two centrioles. For the centrioles, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So there are actually triplets, right? For the triplets, centrioles are actually made up of microtubules. So if you draw it in this manner, it will be little, right? It will be little looking like a centriole, right? Right. This is the centriole, which is present near the nucleus, right? So coming to the vacuoles, plastids, these are all present in the plant cell. So this is just regarding the animal cell. You'll also have some cell inclusions, for which you can use some other color like some medium color or yellow color like that. So cell inclusions, you can which are nothing but the starch, carbohydrates, excretory products like some kinds of lipids and all. right? The amino acids, all this come under the cell inclusions, which I have mentioned here and there, right? And we also have the cytoskeleton, which we are not forgetting. So you just mention the cytoskeleton like this in the form of a fibers, right? So not to interrupt the diagram, actually cytoskeleton is present all over the cell, right? So for the beauty of the diagram, we are not interrupting it much, right? Right. So this is regarding the cell membrane and all the organelles of a cell. Now it's time for the cytoplasm, little darker color when compared to nucleus, and make sure that you're not going into any organelle, right? So mention the cytoplasm like this. So in vacuole, tonoplasm will be there, so we are not going into vacuole as well. Endoplasmic reticulum lumen is there, so we should not go into the endoplasmic reticulum as well. Please pay attention while you're coloring, right? Don't go into a centrosome, don't go into smooth ER, anything, right? We are leaving their own spaces. See, actually we can do one thing, we can color it first and we can do, but on color pencil, you know, the sketches can't write. So for that purpose, I'm just showing you like this, right? Do not go into the vacuole of mitochondria or neither into the polysomes nor into the single ribosome which I have drawn here. See, by mistake something might have entered into these diagrams, but still you just pay attention while you're drawing it. Right. That's it. So my animal cell diagram is done. Right. So this is my animal cell diagram. Now proceeding with the cuttings. Right. Now we'll make a cut in this. So first of all, in order to cut, I'm just taking the page out, right? Right. This is my animal cell right now. So now this animal cell, what I'll do, first of all, I'll make cuts. In order to make the cut, you just make a temporary marking if at all you want. So I have a imaginary line in my head, so I'll cut it according to that, right? So I'll cut it from here, right? So I'm holding the mitochondria like this. So I'm not using a blade or something because it maybe it will be harmful for you. So you just use the mitochondria, means a scissor like this. So I am using the cut like this, right? That's it. You can remove these extra things. Right. So I made a cut like this so that you can open and see what is there beneath, right? Now we'll proceed with the smooth ER. So as there is already a cut here, you do it like this. So it will be little neat, right? So I'm making a cut here. See, end of the day, it all depends on whatever interest you're having and whatever creativity you're having, right? So you use your maximum creativity and maximum creativity and everything, and you can prepare on your own. So for the smooth ER, you can open like this and you can see, right? So smooth ER and mitochondria is done. So for this, you better do like this so that you can open it like this, right? For the Golgi bodies, we are going. So I'll start from here. See, your vesicle is here, so I'll cut from here. Right. So for the Golgi bodies, I made a cut like this, right? so that I can open it like this and I can see, right? So Golgi, smooth ER and mitochondria. So we'll go with the nucleus this side. So because we also have to do with the centrosome, we also have to do with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. So for the rough endoplasmic reticulum, I'm going to choose this manner, and for the lysosome, this manner, right? So first we'll do with the rough endoplasmic reticulum. I'm starting from here. And I'm cutting it in a shape of the rough ear, right? Like this. And I'm making sure that it is not getting involved in any of the other things. Please ignore any of the voice if you're hearing, right? So I'm just removing the vacuole also here. Okay, so never mind, please don't draw a vacuole here, right? Because if I remove the vacuole here, now you'll get a space and you'll get confused. So you don't draw a vacuole here, right? So for the rough endoplasmic reticulum, you can read like this, right? Now coming to the nucleus. So this side we are not having any cut now, so we can open like this. So make sure that for nucleus you are paying little attention, because you know you are already having opening on all the sides, so it will be a little mess if you don't pay attention, right? I'm making a cut here, right? Right. And if I proceed down, it may lead to the opening of Golgi body. So but for the endoplasmic reticulum, this is the only connection. So we'll do one thing. We'll open from the centriole side as well, right? So first we'll open the centriole from here, right? Now centriole will be having a small opening like this, right? You can open the centriole and see, right? Next, for the nucleus, you can make a further little cut like this, right? But not so deep, so that an ER will be okay. So make sure it is just like this. You can further go through this, right? Like this. So if you close, you'll get the rough ear back like this, right? So centriole is done, nucleus is done, mitochondria, Golgi body, endoplasmic reticulum, both rough and smooth are done. Now we'll go with the lysosome. So for the lysosome, you just do this part so that it will not get torn, right? Like this. Like this, so that you can open the lysosome. See, you can open the lysosome here like this, right? So this group you have to remove the ribosome here. So for the ribosome, you make a cut this side, okay? It is just depending upon your creativity and your just you use your mind a little, so that where if too much openings will not be there and no part is coming out. So you can read about the ribosomes here, right? Remove all these extra portions, right? So now ribosome is also ready. So now all your parts are ready, and for the polysomes you can make a cut like this. Actually in 6th ICSE polysome is not mentioned, but in 7th class it is mentioned. So depending upon that, you monitor your needs and draw the diagram, right? See, animal cell I'm making, and I'll show you how to draw a plant cell, but the cut and the arrangement, please make sure that you're doing it, right? So now what I'll do, I took my book, right? I took my book. Now I'm going to paste this, right? I took the Fevicol. Right. So while pasting the Fevicol, you don't have to keep all the excess parts. So you can remove this one as well. So I'm just removing a small part. Right. So you can mention about the cytoskeleton and all down, because you can't cut the cytoskeleton and you can't label it. See, here are the cuts that are made. So first thing, very important thing is that you are pasting, means you are applying glue all over the border, right, like this. Once the border is done, make sure that you are pasting in between the cuts, because that part should not be torn. See where exactly the cut should open, that part you can paste. Wherever joints are there, you have to paste it, because or else what will happen, further cuts may be done while you are opening, right? Now paste this as it is, like this, right? So once you are pasted, we'll start writing about the parts, right? So I'm taking a green pen, or else, okay, your choice pen, that is blue pen. Right, now I will open the nucleus and will write nucleus, control center of the cell. Control center has nuclear envelope, nuclear pores, nucleolus, nucleoplasm, and DNA. Right, so this is regarding the nucleus. We'll open the ribosome and write ribosome, which is protein factory of the cell, right? Next, I'll open polysomes and write groups of ribosomes. Next, I'll open the rough endoplasmic reticulum and write rough due to attachment of ribosomes, right? What does it do? Helps in protein synthesis and transport, right? Next, I'm opening lysosome and I'll just mention lysosome, suicidal bags of the cell, right? Now I'm opening mitochondria. I'll write powerhouse of the cell, right? You can also mention about cristae, you can mention about ATP, you can also mention that it is a double membranous organelle, right? Now you open the centrioles. Centrosome contains 2 centrioles. Then mention about the smooth ER. No ribosomes attached, hence smooth. Helps in carbohydrate and lipid synthesis. Synthesis of cell wall in plants, transport of materials, right? So these are the functions of a cell, animal cell, right? Organelles in an animal cell. So when you'll close the book, right? So you're closing the book, it's like this. When you'll open, you'll have an interactive notes, so that when you open anything, you'll have an answer, right? Like this, right? You have an answer for everything, right? So I hope you like this video, and please use the textbook, and please make a plant cell of your own like this in the same way, so that it helps you a lot. And if at all you want, I'll just tell you how to draw plant cell. For a plant cell, say I'll take the another page, right? So for the plant cell, everything you will do is just adding a cell wall, right? You will do everything the same, but only one thing difference is you will add a cell wall, and then you'll also add the plastids, right? This is the cell wall. Now let's draw the cell membrane. Like this. Means actually make it rounded, or else it will not look, it will not give you the appearance of a cell. Okay, like this you can make it rounded, like this, right? So once this is done, make sure you are drawing a big vacuole at the center, right? Like this. Because of the large vacuole at the center, the nucleus will be pushed to periphery. You don't have to repeat all the nucleus, Golgi body, mitochondria, everything here, because you have already mentioned it in before. Make sure that you're doing it on double side, right? Like keep animal cell here, keep plant cell here, right? So in animal cell you have already covered the nucleus, mitochondria, Golgi body, and the common cell organelles you have already completed. So coming to the plant cell, you don't have to pay attention to this. You'll just cut vacuole, and after the vacuole, the most important organ is the chloroplast. So you will remove the chloroplast, you'll make a cut to the chloroplast, right? And you'll make a cut to the vacuole. And one more thing that you find in the plant cell is up the cell wall. Rest of all are same, and these are the only things that you're going to add. A nucleus towards the corner, a big vacuole occupying majority of the cell, chloroplast here and there, and the cell wall, right? Please use your creativity and make your own plant cell. Thank you. Of me, like I made one more model, so in the same way like we did, but rough endoplasmic reticulum can also be drawn like this, right? So this is the Golgi body, and these are the centrioles, right? This is the nucleus, this is the lysosome, right? The polysomes, cell inclusions, right? Everything are given here. This is the lysosome, and these are the ribosomes, and these are the polysomes that are present, right? So in the same way you can also use your creativity and make your most, right? Thank you.